Hey you Stygian dogs, welcome to my Battle of the Blackstone Director's Cut. Well, my timely monthly review videos offer commentary and bonus materials, and I encourage you to check them out. This Director's Cut collects only my complete narrative retelling of Jim Zub, Jonas, Scharf, and Canola's 4-issue event series from Titan Comics and Heroic Signatures. Provided as reference material, it's meant to get you up to speed on or to relive Conan's recent adventures. To read the primary source yourself, check out the link in the video description and grab the Conan Battle of the Blackstone trade paperback. Here we go. As with the ongoing monthly series, we begin with a truncated version of the Numidian Chronicles, a map of the Barbarian age placing Conan in the Pictish wilderness outside of Fort Tuscallan in the Canola province, as per the Free Comic Book Day 2024 issue, and a brief summary of where things stand. Key to us. At an Aquilonian outpost on the edge of the Pictish wilderness, the Cimmerian encounters the familiar dark power once more upon the breast of a slain Pict, a mysterious eye sigil. But Conan is not alone in this discovery of the sigil. Across time and space, the sign is seen and its presence felt by other heroes of men. In each instance, and in their own ways, our heroes will be forever marked by the Black Stone. It's 1936. In the mist-drenched streets of Chicago, John Kirowan and John Conrad arrive at a private affair. Passphrase as protocol, they're admitted to the Wanderers Club, a place for travelers, thinkers, and truth-seekers to share their research into the extraordinary. The pair's interests best not keep this man waiting. The one and only Francis Xavier Gordon, or Borak, as per his reputation in the Middle East and Central Asia. Conrad and Kirowan question Gordon as to the nature of a particular glyph that he'd encountered in a forbidden temple in the Arabian desert. The sigil revealed, the adventurer dismayed, he hesitates before stammering. Where the hell did you get that? Battle of the Blackstone Part 1, Eyes Upon Us. Grim Jim Zub, writer. Jaunty Jonas Scharf, artist. Jumping Canola, color artist. Rascally Richard Starkings and Comic Craft's Titanic Tyler Smith, lettering. Calamitous Chris Butera, editor, and merciless Matt Murray, contributing editor. In the Hyborian age, Conan stares transfixed at the sigil he obtained from the massive Pict leading the charge in Canola. The item brought Conan to his knees in an onslaught of visions both dark and demented, and now it has a deep hold on the Cimmerian's thoughts. As the soldiers set to sparring as social distraction, the thought of the sigil sparks a blood-red rage. Burning with thoughts of the symbol, the sign, Conan must investigate the mystery and its dark destination. Returning to 1936, Lost Knob, Texas, James Allison, an author of fantastic stories rooted in visions rather than imagination, sigils, signs, sits down to write what may be his last. Then to 1522 France, Agnes de Chastillon in the aftermath of a red rage. Upon closed eye, a sign seen, a mark on her soul. 1584 Africa, Solomon Kane, pensive prayer to his symbol of fervent faith, interrupted by a mark of the devil. Whether mystery or challenge, he will see it slain. Returning to Chicago of 1936, Gordon denies having seen the mark, obfuscates, offers the chance to keep from seeing the damned thing in one's mind's eye, always and forever. Gordon warns of the mark's echo as Allison conjures the signal that's waiting to be heard, ready to rise, to be unleashed. You will see it when you close your eyes, feel it looming behind you. The club falls silent, unprepared. A strange stone begins rattling, not rattling, ringing, a pealing sound outside hearing, yet louder than any other. And with it, death, terror, despair. The Cimmerian, swift as a panther, watched by an otherworldly presence, his bestial impulses bid him to press on. A new sound and sight beckon his conscience to return. A grand gateway crowned in black stone, guarded by ghouls birthed in its clarion call of chaos. Centuries bred only for battle, and Conan, born on a battlefield, will meet them beast to beast. Conan sings a song of violence, and they answer with a chorus in kind. Better a blood-drenched ballad than a corpse left cold in the quiet. The Cimmerian is but one man against an army, a relentless tide set to drown the world. The pealing sound grows louder, wilder, bodies buckle and break, the sign, the symbol, the mark. And an apparition in agony, the author, the dreamer destroyed, his soul-sharing howl heard across time and space. And man, oh, I love this final page, and forgive me as I read verbatim. James Allison's cosmic cry now chains the heroes of man, now and evermore, to a nightmare bathed in black. To be continued. The heroes of man, in spectral singularity, behold a manifestation of hell. Across time and space, James Allison, restless, roving, drifting, uncusped and bounded no more. Battle of the Black Stone, Part 2, Bond of the Black. Grim Jim Zub, writer. Jaunty Jonas, Scharf, artist. Jumping Joao Canola, color artist. Rascally Richard Starkings and Comicraft's Titanic Tyler Smith, lettering. Calamitous Chris Butera, editor, and merciless Matt Murray, consulting editor. The ethereal emanation has been lured, drawn to spirits of strength, and the courage born of heroes or fools. Warning, dead, we are all dead. An even-keeled Kirowan questions the phantom, be he merely a messenger? Once, merely a man, clutching the sand slipping through our fingers. Allison's words resound throughout the ages as spoken to Kirowan, responded to by Conan, Agnes, and Kane. Zub and Scharf wonderfully capture the temporal singularity. Gordon lashes out, damning Allison as the one looming over him all these years, plaguing his nightmares with the damned sigil. No, says Allison, not a sigil, a word, marking the hunted. A sparking fissure of light breaks the silence of the Wanderers Club, devouring the air, crackling with unknowing eldritch energy. With a deafening thunderclap wrought from beyond, there comes a beast. A giant, pillar-smashing monstrosity, the hell-wrought behemoth that Solomon Kane did battle with in Savage Sword of Conan number 4. Many times have Conrad and Kirowan encountered the supernatural, yet never so suddenly, so horrifying. Its terrifying speed and crushing strength, screams of agony as its searing claws rend mortal flesh to ash. As guests flee to the exits, Borak springs to action, still swift, but not swift enough. Conrad, brandishing his pistol, is struck as if by a sledgehammer, prepared to die. The strike of a spear slayer bids the beast back. The Pict from time-lost lands makes new friends, the tip of her spear of wary focus. A black smoke followed the thunderous crash of the beast's disappearance and four-shaken souls amidst its carnage. Heroes or fools assembled in ages past to break or be broken, and a pulling of steadfast souls. To the Hyborian age, and a shocked Conan. For Brissa, only scant days have passed since she was last with the Cimmerian, caught in the curse of the Black Stone's doom-sent darkness, her people stunted slaves to the sigil. Kane interrupts to question the devil spawn, weapon in hand, demanding explanation. A threat to be fiercely and quickly quelled, Kane's quarry born on a battlefield and strong as sin. Kirowan intervenes, common cause trumping random rage, and Conrad alerts as to Gordon's condition. Borak and Behemoth both here and in Arabia. 1919, having tasted the blood of its prey, the beast will find it wherever and whenever it may be. Kill or be killed. The peerless gunfighter has no time to be terrified. Frontier instincts come to the fore. True to his nickname, Gordon's speed takes him out of reach of the beast's crushing claws. No time to pause for pain. His wounded self in the Hyborian present urges on his younger self in the future past. Borak delivers a blow that would have killed any other, and he knows his time is up. Reality rent asunder, the beast's vengeance is felt across time and space, the heroes of man receiving a message as bloody and bright as the moon. It is time to slay or be slain. The beast from the stone will not stop until all are murdered or driven mad. The choice is simple. Flee or fight. 6 souls standing upon the precipice, and our story is to be continued. Battle of the Black Stone, Part 3, Quest into Darkness. The remaining heroes of man, 6 souls against the eldritch unknown. Grim Jim Zub writer, jaunty Jonas Scharf artist, jumping Joao Canola color artist, rascally Richard Starkings and Comic Craft's Tyler Smith lettering, calamitous Chris Butera editor, and merciless Matt Murray consulting editor. In the Pictland jungles and a trek bound to last for days, Conan confronts Brissa. How did she survive when the Black Tower crumbled? Brissa relates the events as depicted in the Savage Sword of Conan No. 4, her mother's spirit, and a quest to lift an ancient curse of corruption. And what then, Conan queries? Will she live once more or fade away like a ghost? The outcome is unknown. The Pict finds in Conan a fire still burning bright, and Conan hopes his fire has fuel enough to find their destination. Brissa has a way to guide them, a piece of the cursed black stone, quivering with energy and the sputtering whisper of James Allison, his strange spirit seeking the source. Meanwhile, Dark Agnes, wary of her newfound companions, speaks to Kane of the mission's madness. Kane bonds with the woman in her mother tongue, establishing the proximity of their respective eras and the mystery of their shared circumstance. Conrad, ever optimistic, logs events as Kirowan opines on the reality of certain doom. The journey is arduous. Trust found in nightmare-driven necessity, they follow James Allison's tether. A shard of the Black Stone, a sliver of the dark. Conrad advances when suddenly James Allison appears, uncusped and bounded no more. The scholar of the supernatural, John Conrad, driven as if by dark ritualistic need, retreats to somewhere else. In a wonderful tribute to Robert E. Howard's Dig Me No Grave, events move to the Grimlin estate in 1934 in the aftermath of a foul ritual and a dark deed done. The sinister sentry seen in the searing smoke is the Black Stone beast on the hunt. Kirowan, at a loss, seeks time to break the spell, but it's too late, but for a futile attempt to sever Conrad's appendage from the cursed source. The behemoth, bearing the mark of El Borak's sword-struck blow, advances on Conrad. And Conan's blade beckons. History is rewritten in a muzzle flash, a new page in an old story. The Cimmerian is too late, and now there are only 5. Kane accuses Brissa of being in league with the darkness. As Conan jumps to her defense, Kirowan grieves the loss of his dearest friend. Amidst the desperation, Dark Agnes states that she will not stand waiting to be slain for sport. No more riddles and games, let it be done. Inscribing the sigil, the sign, to suicide. Conan shoves the damn fool aside, but it's too late. Too late indeed. The baneful beast beckoned from beyond eagerly answers Agnes's anguish. The creature's limb catches Conan in its cannon-shredding course, casting the crumpled Cimmerian to the ground. Kane cautions Agnes that she cannot kill the beast, but she will only trust in her heart and blade and their sweet song of slaughter. Kirowan bids Kane to cover the retreat and to take the opportunity to seize the sliver of black stone. There's no time to stand frozen like a statue. With flintlock in hand, Agnes has chosen her fate. The Fellowship flee the folly of Agnes's furious fervor. The warrior's red rage, fearless and free. Now there are 4 frantic souls, seeking escape and a moment's rest. But it is all for naught. The Cimmerian succumbs, and there are 3 now. To be concluded. When a heart stops, another races twice as fast to balance the scales. The Cimmerian succumbs, a prayer is prepared, the pitiable party must press on. Brissa begins to fade with shimmering witchfire and occult energy familiar to Kirowan. As Conan's life force wanes, so too do the tethers of time that bind the heroes of man. Forbidden knowledge branded in Kirowan's brain, a dark ritual unlocked, a dead language intoned, a knife raised in exchange. For the future, yet unwritten. Battle of the Black Stone, Part 4. The knife's point placed into eye socket like key to a tumbler. Grim Jim Zub writer, jaunty Jonas Scharf artist, jumping Joao Canola color artist, rascally Richard Starkings in Comicraft's Titanic Tyler Smith lettering, calamitous Chris Butera editor, merciless Matt Murray consulting editor. A clasp of ethereal energy and the Cimmerian stirs, but it will require the aid of all. Conan's body surges to a scream, Valhalla holding no home for the king-to-be, Kirowan's insight, a path of power normally closed to mortal minds. A spectral parade of Pict snaking through the jungle, a trail to be followed, the Black Stone's curse to be banished in a bloody bolt of vengeance. The journey is measured in stoic silence, a ghostly presence moving through the forest. The ultimate destination of Fool's End, the grim duty of sacrifice in a final bloody battle. The beastly behemoth hovering above an altar born of black stone. With inhuman fury the creature shrieks, with rage unleashed the warriors cry. Now, this is a fun 2-page spread from Scharf, the remaining heroes of man. Swords and spears, ghosts and gunfire. The Battle of the Black Stone is joined. Just awesome. The Cimmerian and the Scout first into the fray. What might be their last moments are steel sent and side by side. A sacred trust. A sacred trust in a righteous God. Kane's just sword, strengthened by prayer against impossible odds. His cause is just. His aim is true. Kirowan, in a battle of both man and spirit. The spectral Allison charges through, his essence resonating with the shadowy altar, and a burst of light as the author returns from the brink. Kane strikes in sacrifice as the writer's mind imagines a world where the beast can be bested. An earth-shaking energy and a time to strike. Conan releases his rage, cleaving the creature, its howl of agony a signal for a curse to be undone. Brissa is charged with the power of her ancestors, fueled by dreams of redemption. It strikes like a bolt from above, the cycle concluded, the hunt fulfilled. Just wicked. And a return of sorts to Chicago 1936 and the Wanderers Club. Borak indulges the investigators of the occult. A glyph once glimpsed, now gone. A greater meaning unknown. Another lead exhausted. The demoralized Conrad is cheered up by Kirowan, his single eye cast to future adventure. Agnes de Chastillon, again in 1522, free of the Blackbourne curse and the fury of its hold. Solomon Kane in 1584, troubled thoughts penetrate penitent prayer, but for a moment, and peace returns. The stone's black beckoning a bygone concern. That moment in the Hyborian age when Conan had glimpsed fear in the Pict's pendant now passes, but for a moment's pause as time's tethers tighten. A sigil of no consequence, a sign he does not know, a token left in the dirt. And what of Brissa and James Allison? Beyond dreams and nightmares, the sand of their souls inhabit a new hourglass. Death's carrion call exchanged for a future unwritten. A story that is incomplete and a word is unleashed. A thing glimpsed, a presence like no other. That word, a thing beyond flesh, beyond death, beyond time. An orb that writhes with life, a terror undreamed of, asleep for all time, yet now wide awake. That word, invoked in Underwood type, Shuma Gorath. Check the link in the video description to order a copy of Conan Battle of the Black Stone from Heroic Signatures and Titan Comics. Thanks for watching, liking, consider subscribing, and until next time, take it easy, you Stygian dogs.